Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while. I mean, not for you guys, because I was a little misprepared and I pre-filmed so many videos before I went on holiday, but for me right now it's been like 3 weeks since I sat down and filmed a video. So, exciting times, exciting times. We're barefaced because, one, my makeup doesn't match me anymore because I got a tan whilst I was on my holly bobs. I think my legs are probably the brownest part of me, but my arm's quite brown as well. I feel like it doesn't show up very well on camera. But yeah, I think you can kind of tell. I'm kind of hot. So I'm gonna put my hair up. My room is normally freezing, but for some reason it's boiling hot. The heating is not on, the radiator is not on. It is just really hot out here. Not a vibe. So yeah, today we're gonna do a little like rambly get ready with me, just talk about my holly bobs and just like chit chat, catch up. I'm gonna be doing like my summer makeup. I did, gosh, like 2 years ago. Oh my gosh, it was before I met my boyfriend actually. I did a video before I went to the club. This was a different time, okay? I was going to the club, and it was summer and it was really hot, so I did like no foundation, all that stuff. So that's what I'm going to do today because my foundation will not match me, for one thing. For another thing, I'm hot and just, yeah, all the things. Where do I start? See, whenever I'm getting ready to start filming, in my head, I film the video in my head and I say all the things and I say like really good things, and then I come to film the video and it's all just kind of gone. It's fallen out of my head. Yeah, where should I start? Let's start with like what the heck I was actually doing. So I was on a cruise with my mans, and we went on a 2-week cruise around the Mediterranean. We went on P&O. I don't know what else to say. The end. Thanks for watching. Bye. Yeah, and it was really, really fun. I mean, the best part was that I just got to live in my boyfriend's pocket for the past 2 weeks. It was the best thing ever. If you guys don't know, me and my boyfriend, we don't live together. I guess you could technically say we're long distance. We live about, depending on traffic, it's like usually like 45 minutes if the traffic is good. Sometimes it can be up to 50. Sometimes it can be quick as like 40. So like we live a bit of a way apart from each other, to the point where like we only see each other on days off. But our days off don't match up at the minute. It's really annoying. That's a whole other story that I might end up getting into. But yeah, that's that. So yeah, I got to live in his pocket for 2 weeks. It was great. Like literally, guys, we were attached at the friggin' hip. Like for 2 weeks. It was great. It was great. I can't think like what the heck I want out of my makeup bag. Sorry. I do still. Oh, I'm dropping everything. Oh, it's such not a good video back. Oh my goodness. Right. Am I done? I think I'm done. So yeah, we literally were spending like pretty much 24/7 together. It was nice. Apart from like literally one day where he went to the gym and I didn't. Because we even went to the gym together. Like every day. So there was one day where he went to the gym and I did not accompany him, and yeah, other than that, literally 24/7. Apart from like when we went to the toilet, obviously, like we weed in private. I can't believe I just said that on the internet. Anyway, so yeah, it was a fun time. It was really funny. So we went on a cruise together as well last year. I don't know if I talked about that on my channel. We met on a cruise, by the way, in case anybody didn't know. But I feel like I have discussed that we met on a cruise. Like I did a get ready with me, I think not that long after I got back from said cruise where I met him, and I talked about that. I think. Anyway, we went on a cruise in case you didn't know, and we went on a cruise last year. We went on an anniversary cruise, because it was the same boat we met on, going to the same places. It was cute. And last year we went in August. Our anniversary's in August, so it was like end of July, early August cruise. So there was lots of families on board, lots of people our age there with their families, which is how we met. Somebody created a group chat for people our age aboard that cruise, and then we met on the first night. The rest is history. And so the same thing happened last year when we went on our anniversary cruise, but we just did not vibe with any of the people, like any of them, like literally none of them really. It just wasn't a vibe. It wasn't our vibe. Yeah. But this year at dinner we were sat next to like 3 old couples, and I don't mean old in like a rude way, but like they were old. So the people next to us, the husband was 69, the wife was 66, and the people next to them, the wife was 77, the husband was 80, and then the people next to them, we don't know their age, but I think it was like similar, like 60s. I don't think maybe they were in their 70s, I don't really know. We didn't get to talk to them that much because they were like 3 people down, but we like spent a bit of time with them. So yeah, and we made like really good friends with them. We like hung out a couple nights. Like, yeah, it was, and I was just saying to my boyfriend that it's so funny that like that cruise where we had all the people our age, we made 0 friends, and now we're like friends with like OAPs. Again, I'm not saying this to be rude, but like they were retired people, you know, they were like old in a nice way. I'm not trying to be rude. But yeah, it's just so funny, and they were giving us all this like life advice and stuff. It was really fun. And yeah, they were just really funny, 'cause you know, like older people, just like, they just say what they want to say, don't they? Like, just 0 F's given. It's just so fun. So yeah, those were our friends for 2 weeks. Fun times, fun times. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done any summer makeup, so I don't really know what I'm doing right now. Let's do my blush. So yeah, it was a 2-week cruise around the Mediterranean, mainly Spain. There was a stop in France and there was a stop in Italy, and then the other like 5 stops, I think 5 or 6, were in Spain. So we went to a place in Spain called La Coruna. That was our first port, and guys, when I tell you, it rained all friggin' day, all day. And what made it worse was that it was sunny and hot back home, and we were in Spain and it was raining. It's really rude. Like, actually so friggin' rude of Spain to treat us like that, but you know, is what it is. But it was really cute. If you follow my Instagram, you saw that we ended up accidentally in like a bookshop, and I think it's like the Spanish version of a Waterstones, because we found the same kind of like shelves like in other shops that we went into, so I don't know if it's like Spanish Waterstones. But yeah, we found that, and if you guys saw my Instagram, you know that I found the last 2 in the Once Upon a Broken Heart, last 2 books in the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy. I found the Twin Crowns books, and I found Divine Rivals and Ruthless Vows. And guys, I was so friggin' close, like so friggin' close to buying the entirety of the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy in Spanish. I don't read Spanish. I am doing Duolingo, but like, I can't read a whole book in Spanish, you know? So I very nearly bought them, but they were 19 euros each. Are you kidding me? I had a co-worker, she doesn't work with us anymore unfortunately, but she was from Spain, and I remember her saying that books in Spain were expensive, and then obviously I saw it for myself and I was like, oh my gosh girl, you weren't kidding. Like, she was like, a big reason I came to the UK was because of the price of books. And I was like, fair play girl. So I very nearly did, and then we found another bookshop another time, and they did have, because I said to my boyfriend after we left the first one in La Coruna, I was like, I don't think I'll buy the whole series in Spanish. Maybe I'll just buy like the first one. I'll just buy Once Upon a Broken Heart. And he was like, okay. And then we found one, like in one of the bookshops. They had 1 copy, and it was in such bad condition. I was so heartbroken. Like, the spine was damaged, the edges were peeling. It was in such bad condition. I was like, absolutely not. No. So I didn't end up wasting my money on a book that I can't even read, which I guess is probably actually a good thing. However, I did buy a lot of clothes, like a lot of clothes. Yeah, a lot of clothes. Like a lot. My house keeps creaking now I'm home alone, I don't like it. Yeah, I bought a lot of clothes. And the funniest thing was that they like weren't even from like, you know, like quirky Spanish boutiques or like, do you know what I mean? Like they were from like Zara. Like I went on a cruise and I shopped at Zara. And I got a couple bits from Stradivarius. Like at one point we literally spent 45 minutes in Zara. I felt so bad for my man. I am gonna blend it, don't worry. It will be blended. But yeah, my poor man just putting up with being in Zara for 45 minutes. He's a trooper. He is a trooper. He just loves me so much, so he just put up with it, you know. He's a gem. Yeah, so that's where most of my money went. I thought most of my money was going to go on books. I'm not going to lie to you. I'd even planned my videos out for when I got back. And one of them I'd put into my planner was books I bought on holiday haul. Guys, I bought one book. Because there wasn't like a lot of options. And like I understand why. But there wasn't a lot of options for like books in English in these bookstores that we were in. A lot of them were either like books I already had or like books I weren't interested in. So yeah, I bought one book the whole time. So that haul isn't happening, but I will be doing a clothing haul because I bought quite a lot of clothes. So yeah, first port, La Coruna. Rained all day. All day. And then we had a day at sea, and what did we do? We just kind of, we did a bit of sunbathing, went to the gym, that was really it. Did we have ice cream that day? I think we had ice cream that day as well, like on board. They had like little ice cream shops. You had to pay for it, but it was like $3.50, I think, for 2 scoops, so we did that. And the good thing about P&O is that everything is listed in like pounds. It just, I don't know, it just feels like better. I enjoyed that. I like getting to see things like in pounds. And yeah, so it's £3.50 ice creams. And that was it really. And then where did we go after that? I think after that we went to Italy. I think. This place, the port we went to was La Spezia, I think is how you say it. I have it all in my diary, but my diary's not in here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it was called. So yeah, we went there and we did you could book to do a tour to Florence and Pisa. So we did that. I've done that before. I did it a good few years ago with my parents on one of our first cruises, maybe even the first one we ever did. That's on the floor. But my boyfriend never been to Italy, so when we were looking at cruises this year, we were trying to prioritise one that went to Italy, just because he's never been, and I wanted him to go. So yeah, we did a tour. It left at 7 o'clock in the morning. They advise you to be at the tour, like bus, 15 minutes before the tour is set to depart. So we had to be there at 6:45 in the morning. And if you guys know me, I don't know if I made it apparent on my channel, but she doesn't get out of bed very easily. Like, it's a struggle. It's a struggle. So yeah, we woke up at 5:30 that day. 5:30 on my hollybobs. I don't even wake up at 5:30 at home. Like, the earliest I get up for work is 6:15 when I'm on the early shift. I had to get up at 5:30 on my holiday. On my holiday. But it was well worth it. And like, to be fair, I did sleep pretty much the whole time we were on the coach. So it was an hour from the port to Pisa. Went to Pisa, did all the photos. My photo of me doing the thing is on my Instagram. I'll put it here as well, just so you can see. But yeah, I posted it at the time to my Instagram story. And then the tour guide took a really cute photo of both of us, so that was nice. And yeah, then it was an hour and a half from Pisa to Florence. So we had to, on the way, this whole tour, it was like really giving school trip. Like she was like head counting us, she was like ticking us off her clipboard. It was really giving school trip. And so on the way back to the coach, from the Leaning Tower of Pisa to the coach, and then we go to Florence, she took us for a toilet break at this nearby cafe. And we went for wee-wees. I didn't, because I didn't need to go. But my boyfriend did, because he has a tiny bladder. I realised that on this holiday. Like, every 5 minutes he was like, I need a wee. Like, that's an exaggeration, but, like, you get what I mean. Like, he was always like, I need a wee. I was like, you have a tiny bladder. Like, I'd never noticed it before. Anyway, so yeah. Took us on a toilet break. Proper give-in school trip. And, yeah. So we had our toilet break. And then pretty much the whole coach ride from Pisa to Florence, I was asleep. So if there was good views, I couldn't tell you. And then we got to Florence. We had a guided walking tour with somebody from Florence. She was really funny. I really enjoyed her. And then we did what? Oh, we had free time. We had about like an hour and a half of free time, so it was just about enough time to get a pizza. Oh, we got gelato. When we were in Pisa, we got Italian gelato. Oh my gosh, if you have ever been to Italy and you've had the gelato, you know it's so good. It's so good. Like, it's like on another level. Like, it's another level. So the two things he really wanted gelato and he really wanted pizza. I was saying to him, I was like, you know, the tour's pretty long. I don't know how much free time we'll have. We might not have enough time to sit down and have pizza, because we don't want to miss like the meetup and then miss the coach back to the ship, which is 2.5 hours away. But we had an hour and a half, which turns out was just enough time to get some pizza in our bellies, which he was obviously very, very happy about. And then, yeah, we went back. Yeah, but we didn't really have enough time to, like, go souvenir shopping. We had time in Pisa, and he got, like, a little model of the Leaning Tower. I think it's on his desk. So, yeah, he got to do that. And it was really fun. It was a long day. It was a long day, but I'm, like, so glad we did it. He's got to see all the things. Yeah, it was very fun, very tiring, but it was a good day, and it wasn't that expensive. I don't actually remember off the top of my head how much the excursion was, but it wasn't that expensive, considering, like, you got to do so much, you got to go so far, you know. So yeah. Then what was after that? It might have been Barcelona? Or it might have been another sea day. I don't remember actually all the ports we went to. Or it might have been Marseille actually, in France. And we wanted to... I don't know how he found out about it, and he doesn't remember how he found out about it, but there's this castle in Marseille. If you've ever been to Marseille, you might know what I'm on about. It's called like Le Chateau d'If, something like that. Can you tell I do Duolingo for Spanish and not French? And yeah, there were 2 different companies that did tours to the castle, because it's like on this island, but they weren't running that day. Like, we went to both of them and they were like, we're not doing the tours today because of bad weather, and the weather was fine. So we're like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean? And there were so many armed police, like, guys, it was ridiculous. Like, every 10 steps there was like a policeman with a rifle. Like, it was giving District 12. It was giving District 12. And apparently the guy we sat next to at dinner, apparently he asked the policeman, like, you know, why are there so many? And there was, like, the army was there, was like their Belgian Malinois, and like, it was mad. And he was like, why is there like so many of you? And they were like, oh, it's because the Olympic torch is coming on Wednesday. And we were there on either Sunday or Monday, so it's like, why are you all, like, do you need that heavy of a police presence before it's even here? So the people next to us were like, we think something else was going on, and I'm like, that would make sense, like why they weren't doing the tours. But then I don't know what could have been going on, I don't know, but the weather was fine. And that is where we then went to a shopping centre, and I spent 45 minutes inside Zara, and the Zara was so hot, guys. I feel so bad for my mans. He just like took it like a trooper, bless him. Just kind of let me do my thing. I tried on like literally everything that I wanted to buy. That's why it took so long, because I was walking around being like, oh, I'll try this on, I'll try this on. And then I only ended up getting 2 things, and I tried on about 6 things. Bless him. But like I said, trooper. I say so much, it really bugs me. Literally half my time editing is spent editing out me saying like every 5 seconds. Anyway, I just did it again. I hate it, sorry, like I hate it, it's so annoying. Anyway, we got milkshakes as well. They weren't the best milkshakes I ever had, to be honest, but the cookies, we got cookies from the same place and they were so good. This is so good. So yeah, Marseille was mainly a shopping day because we, for whatever reason, weren't allowed to go to that castle. But yeah, it was still like a nice day. And I posted photos of my outfits that day on my Instagram, if you're curious. I just was really slaying the game, in my opinion, with my fits that day. During the day I wore this like really cute like blue and white dress from Zara, like a maxi dress. It was so cute. And then in the evening, that day I bought like this royal blue like silk like material blouse from Zara, and then these white trousers from Stradivarius. And so I wore them that evening, and oh my gosh guys, I felt like such a boss bee, like literally. And I had my hair in like a sleek low bun. I was really feeling myself. Every time I caught like my reflection, I was like, you know when the outfit is just that good, you know what I'm talking about. It hits different. And then I don't remember the order of the pause, but at one point we went to Barcelona and we walked down Las Ramblas. I don't think I actually bought anything in Barcelona. Oh no, I went to Primark. She goes all the way to Barcelona and she goes to the Primark. Yep. In my defense, it was a really big Primark. It had like 5 floors, really big. And that was really it. We literally got ice cream like pretty much every port that we got off at. Oh, Mallorca, we went to Mallorca as well. Didn't buy much, got ice cream. And there's a funny story with the ice cream in Mallorca actually, which I will tell you now. So last year when we went on our anniversary cruise, we went to Mallorca and we found this ice cream parlour which is like rated like #1 ice cream shops on TripAdvisor or something like that. So it's really popular, and you always have to like have a bit of a queue before you get your ice cream, like queuing out the door, but it's like not that far from the counter to the door, so it's not that dramatic. But anyway, so we got this huge, like guys, I mean huge tub, like this big at least, yeah, probably about that big tub of strawberry ice cream. And I don't know if you've ever been to Spain, but the way I noticed they all, like all the ice cream shops, I don't know if this is like a Europe/Spain thing with ice cream, but they have like, they like slap it into the tub so the whole tub is like full, and instead of doing like scoops, it's like slathered in there sort of thing. And so we got a big one to share. And guys, when I tell you, I had 3 spoonfuls, if that. And I was applying for an apprenticeship at the time, which I, didn't get, but it's fine. And whilst I was doing that, we were sat down, I was just finishing that up. Probably took me, what, like 10-15 minutes, if that? Guess who's eating all the ice cream? Like, my man's has just eaten all the ice cream. And it was huge. So, ever since then I was like, we're never sharing anything again. You cannot be trusted. We're not sharing anything again. So this year we went to Mallorca, we got our own tubs. And I enjoyed every last spoonful. And it was really good. But yeah, that's a funny story. So yeah, Barcelona again, got ice cream. What else? What else can I tell you that we did? Literally we're creatures of habit. We get ice cream. That's kind of like what we do. Ice cream is our thing. In Cadiz, my parents are currently on a cruise. We're meant to go on the same cruise as my parents, but we didn't get our ish together in time, and the cruise got fully booked. It got sold out, so that's how we ended up on the one we've just been on, and it went a week before my parents' cruise, so my parents still have a week left. Well, actually, when you're seeing this, they come back this weekend. Thank you. I couldn't open my thing. So in Cadiz, they ended up being in Cadiz at the same time as us. So Cadiz was our final port, and I think it was their second port. So we got to meet up with my parents, which was really nice. And it was cute. We went shopping. I bought some more stuff from Stradivarius. I'm a shopaholic, guys, okay? I can't help myself. And then we walked like nearly half an hour to this shopping centre, but it wasn't like kind of what we thought it was gonna be. We thought it was gonna be like, you know, like a normal shopping centre would be, but it wasn't. It was like more like a department store, which, you know, is fine. And it had like on the top level there was like restaurants and stuff, so we went to the little cafe. But the problem was, because it was kind of outside of like the touristy bit of Cadiz, our waitress like didn't speak any English. So this is where my Duolingo came in handy. But it's really funny. So my boyfriend's trying to order himself a strawberry and banana smoothie, and he goes, "Uno fresa and banana smoothie, please." Like, not even trying to do that accent. It was really funny. But we ended up getting what we wanted to order. I think mainly because we were able to point at it on the menu, but also because I'm a Duolingo queen. So I was able to order us 2 bowls of ice cream. Yeah, but it was kind of funny. And that was really all we did. Then we walked back. But like, it was nice. We were like telling them about our cruise, they were telling us about their cruise. Yeah, it was fun. I will say we're probably not going on another P&O cruise. If you want me to get more into like the tea of like why that is, let me know in the comments, and I might make a separate video explaining our problems on this cruise and why we think it will be our first and last P&O cruise. But later in the year, his parents are going on a P&O cruise themselves, so we'll see if they have a different experience to ours. Maybe if they do, we might consider it again. But as it stands, us and P&O are a no-no. Yeah, let me know if you want to hear more about that. But I think I'm actually gonna wrap up this video now. But yeah, it was a fantastic holiday. It was great to be living in my boyfriend's pocket for 2 weeks. I miss him a lot now, especially because I'm coming back. My parents aren't here right now, so I'm going from like, literally, I don't know if anybody else's boyfriend is like this, but like, they don't grow up. They're like still children, kind of, and like you just don't get a moment's peace. I don't know if anybody else's man is like this, but mine is. So like, I love it. I do love it though. Like, I'm sitting here like acting like it's a problem, but I love it. Like, I love that I don't get a moment's peace, because he just is so funny. He's always making me laugh. Sorry, this is just like me fangirling about my boyfriend. But yeah. So to come home to like absolute silence, just me, nobody else around, is like even weirder than if I was to just like leave him and come back to my parents. So yeah, I think it's making me miss him maybe even a bit more than I would have. But yeah, love you, babe. He watches all my videos because he's a cutie pie. So yeah, that is going to be the end. I hope you enjoyed listening to me chat random-ish. Yeah, I go back to work tomorrow. The day you're watching this, I would have been at work all week, but I'm back to work tomorrow. At least I'm on the early shift, so that's fine. But yeah, back to reality, unfortunately. Please actually do let me know in the comments if you want to hear the P&OT and about why we shan't be returning potentially. And yeah, please subscribe if you haven't already, follow my Instagram, link in description, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!